As Xavier students and faculty approach their Thanksgiving break, there is much speculation about the school's procedures and plans regarding COVID-19. With currently 3 confirmed cases and over 100 students in quarantine, the school is preparing to continue online learning for a 3-day period after Thanksgiving break. The administration seems to have a firm handle on the situation, but the students and faculty may have some concerns.
What do you think of the COVID plan regarding Thanksgiving break?
I can understand why it's put in place, but I'm not too sure about the whole execution. It's not a full 2-week quarantine period, and, you can express symptoms. A lot can happen within that 2 weeks. So, I'm sure it's part of a larger plan, but I don't know. We'll have to see.
Right. Do you think it is possible that we might extend our period of online learning during that time?
It's 2020. Anything's possible. I don't think we should. I don't think we have the numbers in the state to back that up. But, again, a lot can happen,
Right.
2020.
Do you think the plan that the administration has put in place for Thanksgiving break will be an effective one?
I certainly hope so. I think having a little bit of time out of the school to let things air out a bit, not just for the Thanksgiving break, but then the extension of that time with the virtual learning days is a great idea.
Is there anything you would change about that plan to make it more effective?
Well, there's nothing I would change about the plan, but I would stress to students and families that this is a collective effort. The school can only do so much. We have to, as a community, make sure that outside of the school building, we're doing everything we can to adhere to social distancing protocols, and that would include making sure that obviously most of us are going to gather together with family, but we can do that safely and respect the rules and the laws that have been put in place about travel bans, and that might mean not getting together with some family that's out of state that we would like to see, but I think that's what we all need to make sure that we do. So I wouldn't change anything about Xavier's plan, but I would emphasize the importance of, as I said, this being a community effort, and we all have to make sure that even when we're not here at Xavier, we're following these protocols and social distancing guidelines.
We, as an administration, we sat down and we discussed some considerations and concerns that we had for Thanksgiving break because we were aware that there were going to be people traveling during that time. We were also aware that there were a lot of students who were coming home from colleges. So in order to make sure that we were making a decision or developing a plan that was going to be safest for our community, we first collected some data from our families. We sent out a survey to all families asking them if they had sons or daughters who were coming home from college, and also what day they would be coming home from college, so we can kind of make a decision as to what time period we'd be working with as far as keeping kids away from each other in the school. So we had 528 respondents, so almost the majority of our school responded to our survey. We have somewhere around 650 families. We had 528 of them responded to the survey, so it was a really, really solid survey from that vantage point. Of the families in the school, approximately 125 families do have a daughter or a son who is coming home during that time period. And so what we did is we found out that the majority of them would be arriving prior to Thanksgiving. So with this information, what we did is we tried to figure out a way that we could minimize the amount of contact that our students would have with one another during that time period. What we elected to go with, in consultation with Mercy High School, we kind of talked through what our plan was and what Mercy's plan was. And we elected to go with, we're going to have virtual classes the 2 days, the Monday and Tuesday of Thanksgiving week. We're going to likely have that Wednesday off. Then there would be Thanksgiving break. And then when we came back from Thanksgiving break, we would go with virtual classes Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday as well. In total, that ensures that all of our families are out of this school building for a total of 12 days, which is 2 days shy of kind of the required, or not the required, but the maximum amount of time that COVID takes to show. But most recent studies show that COVID shows up, symptoms of COVID shows up between 5 and 6 days. So we feel that with this plan, over the holiday break, families that have increased risk of exposure because of family members coming home or family members going on trips, they're going to have enough time outside of the building to show symptoms so that there's a significantly decreased likelihood that kids would be coming to school positive for COVID. So that's the plan we came up with. We feel pretty confident with that plan. And you know, we are, as we have been from day one, nothing's etched in stone when it comes to COVID. Everything is a kind of ongoing conversation, and we're willing to make adjustments on the fly if necessary, because the number one thing that we're concerned about is the safety of our community.
While the faculty seems to have faith in the school's plan, the student body remains skeptical and concerned for their safety. The administration assures that their plan has been carefully put together and will adapt to any changes that might occur due to the validity of the situation. Whether live classes will resume or whether there will be a long time switch to online learning is unknown, but the school's top priority is safety.